I want to thank you for showing up to today's evening program. This is the last of 3 events that we have with the Chumak Way bicyclists. My name is Paul Yablonsky. I'm the president of the Ukrainian Center, and I welcome you all to the Ukrainian Center and to this special occasion with this dedicated group of Ukrainians who are spending part of their summer in the States, going 10,000 kilometers, 6,000 American miles, in highlighting the struggles that Ukraine has right now as a nation. They're also fundraising for families and soldiers that were affected by the war, especially children. Some of you know the situation in Ukraine. International borders and territorial rights have been violated. Land has been seized under the pretense of helping the Russian population in Ukraine. And what it really is a resource territory grab by Russia while the world sleeps. International laws and international treaties have been totally disregarded in this situation, and it's a war of attrition at this point. The world has kind of looked away, and thanks to this group of young men and young woman, they're bringing attention to the Ukrainian situation in a very personal one-to-one experience. They started in Los Angeles. They went up the West Coast to Vancouver, Winnipeg. They're looping around to Chicago, back up into Canada, Toronto, Montreal, and coming down the East Coast, and are going to end up at the Ukrainian Embassy in Washington, D.C. at the end of August. Right now, I want to invite our representative, Carrie Diedzik.
Senator Carrie Diedzik.
Senator, for a few words, please.
Inviting me. So my name is Carrie Diedzik, and I represent all of Northeast and Southeast and a little bit of West Bank in Minneapolis at the Minnesota State Capitol. My grandparents immigrated from Poland, and so I'm very well aware of the issue of Poland and Ukraine. I have a cousin that was a golf pro in Ukraine, but now he's back in Poland because it was getting too dicey to work in Poland or to work in Ukraine. And I have a sister-in-law from if you ask her where she's from, she'll say she's Ukrainian, but she was from a portion of Russia that was stolen a few years ago, before this latest crisis. So I'm well aware of the dynamics over in that region. So thank you for doing what you're doing and drawing attention. I don't think the world is completely forgotten, like you said, but I think drawing that attention just raises it back up and puts it in a personal perspective of how it is impacting everyday people, because we kind of tend to forget and get busy on our own life and realize, this is a major deal. And I'll be honest, with our president talking to Mr. Putin in the next few days here, we are a little nervous on. He just needs to maybe not do it. That would be my advice to him. Sort of a direct line. But thank you for doing what you're doing and for sharing your stories and just keeping it in the news, because I think we do need to be more aware of what is happening. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator. We appreciate your visit here. You're always welcome.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks so much.
Так, тоді почнемо вже. Мене звати Ставчук Костянтин. Я ідейний натхненник цього велопробігу і 2 попередніх.
Дай перекладати. Володя буде перекладати.
Okay, my name is Konstantin. I'm the head of this project. Це другий, ви сказали? Третій. This is the third such project that I've done.
Ми називаємо себе велочумаками, тому що ми, як і справжні чумаки, як колись вони везли сіль, що було дуже дорого і дуже цінно в свій час, ми веземо інформацію про Україну.
They call themselves biking Chumaky because historically the Chumaky were travelers. They traded in salt, so they traveled back and forth from Black Sea to other regions of Ukraine carrying salt, and they are traveling around North America bringing news rather than salt.
Ми їдемо 10 тисяч кілометрів, їдемо 100 днів для того, щоб вразити людей і привернути увагу, і потім цю увагу направити на Україну.
So we are traveling 10,000 kilometers in 100 days in order to get people's attention and focus them on the situation in Ukraine.
Ми ще їдучи в 16-му році помітили, що Україну дуже мало знають навіть в Європі. Я вже не кажу про Америку і Канаду.
In 2016, when we did the first such project, we realized that people, not only in the U.S., but also even in Europe, knew very, very little about Ukraine.
А навіть ті, хто хоч щось знають, щось не дуже позитивне. Це про війну, про корупцію, про Чорнобиль.
And even the people who know something about Ukraine don't always know the positive things. What they know are the war, they know about corruption, they know about Chernobyl.
Але Україна, незважаючи на те, що зараз йде війна, Україна продовжує розвиватися, продовжує рухатись в бік західної цивілізації і демократії.
But even with the fact of the war, Ukraine continues to progress. It continues to move closer to Europe and closer to in the direction of democracy.
Ще їдучи в 16-му році по Європі, ми там включили в Іспанії телевізор і побачили, як іспанка іспанською мовою розповідає на каналі Russia Today російське бачення світу для іспанців.
And when we did our tour of Europe in 2016, we got to Spain. We turned on a television and we saw a Spanish news reporter giving on Russia Today in Spain, giving sort of the Russian point of view to Spanish people.
Звичайно, що ми не зможемо повністю конкурувати з тою російською пропагандою, але ми впевнені, що якщо людина чує не з телевізора якусь інформацію, не від політика, а від очевидців цих подій, від учасників цих подій, то в цьому віри набагато більше.
We can't really fully counteract the Russian propaganda machine, but we do think that if people have the opportunity, either in person or on television, to hear from folks who have participated in events, who've been eyewitnesses to what's going on, that will have a greater impact. It'll be much more meaningful.
Ще однією з цілей нашого велопробігу є об'єднання українців. На нашій зустрічі ще з Європи ми помітили, що приходять багато українців, які не знали один до одного цього.
So another goal of our project is to bring Ukrainians together, so that when we traveled around Europe in 2016, we went to various places. Local Ukrainians would come to see us, and they would meet each other because they didn't necessarily have connections to each other in those local places in Europe.
Коли дивишся з України і бачиш, як виїжджають найкращі, найрозумніші, найпідприємливіші, сміливіші, то здається, що начебто це велика втрата для України.
When you're in Ukraine and you see that the best, the brightest, the most ambitious people are the ones who are leaving, you realize what a real loss it is for the country.
Але українці нікуди не діваються, ті 10 або більше мільйонів, які живуть по всьому світу. Якщо ми будемо працювати в одному напрямку, працювати як команда, спілкуватися, створювати нові проекти, то це дуже велика сила.
But of course, these people don't simply disappear. There are 10 million Ukrainians living outside of Ukraine, and if we can bring them all together so that we're all sort of working in the same direction, this will be a real great strength for Ukraine.
Не обов'язково українці мають єднатися тільки між собою. Дуже добре, що до нас приєднуються і американці, і канадці. І ми дуже вдячні за допомогу Америці, в першу чергу, за те, що надали джавеліни, і тепер активність російських танків на фронті. Тільки інформація про те, що з'явились джавеліни, російські танки стали набагато пасивніше вестися.
Okay, so we're thankful not just to Ukrainians, but to the Americans and the Canadians who've come to talk to us, and to the U.S. government that provided, is it Javelin, anti-tank rockets, missiles, really, because that had an impact. Russian tanks in the war zone have really pulled back their operations ever since we got equipped with the Javelin anti-tank weapons.
Ми також приїхали сюди для того, щоб подякувати українцям, подякувати всім волонтерам, які допомагали ще починаючи з Майдану, потім, коли почалася війна, і продовжують допомагати зараз.
Okay, and we also came here to thank the Ukrainians, especially those who volunteered from the time of the Maidan, the rising against the Yanukovych government, and throughout all the things that happened since that time, and are still volunteering and bringing humanitarian aid to Ukraine.
Без цієї допомоги в 14-15 роках на фронті було дуже важко було.
Without that help, back in 2014 and 2015 would have been very, very difficult on the front lines.
Тому ми вам приїхали, щоб сказати вам дякуємо і познайомитися з вами.
And that's why we've come here to say thank you and to get to know you.
Давайте єднатися, і разом ми зможемо здобути перемогу в цій війні з Росією і зможемо добитися миру.
So let's get together, and together we can sort of defeat, stop the Russian aggression, and start to build peace.
Дякую, хочу передати слово Максиму.
Okay. Maxim, як на прізвище?
Good evening, dear friends. My name is Maxim Semak. First of all, I would like to say many thanks that you found your time to meet and greet us. It's very pleasure for us because we are cycling for you, and really we are happy that you're in our event. So for what purpose we are cycling 10,000 kilometers from ocean to ocean. Our cycle tour has a mission to promote the peace in whole world, and actually when we cycling, we are cycling in the Ukrainian team in national colors, and cyclist is respectful, is sportive, we attract an attention, and then we bring this attention to true news in Ukraine. We have many stops in gas station, in supermarket, and when we eating and drinking near our van, Americans and Canadians goes to us, and we have a conversation. Then we talking about real situation in Ukraine. We promote that we have not civil war, it's war with Russia, and so bicycle tour is like a tool to attract attention, and we have a battle with Russian propaganda in this way. Yeah. So we could say a few words about ourselves. Our team consists of 8 people. We are not professional cyclists, we are amateurs. And also we have 2 veterans with war with Russia. This is Konstantin and Sergey. Actually, also our teammates has their role in our job and have tasks. My task was to plan the route and found the contacts in whole city to make this event, as you know. And when we cycling, I have a GPS map with route, and we go together in cities, and we didn't lost this year. So in Ukraine, I was cycled too much in mountains in the country, and I began looking for something interesting cycling project that bring something good for world and social. And in 2016 years, I met the Konstantin, and we cycled around Europe, 1,000 kilometers, over 100 days. Then we now here. So I bring next word maybe Metro, and he talk about himself. Thank you.
So hello everybody, my name is Dima Dmitro. I'm from Kherson. This is south point of Ukraine. I was studying as a teacher, I was working, and I was a sailor. I had my own business, and now I was fired especially for this trip. I'm proud to be part of this team, and I'm doing now a mechanic job. So last night and the whole day we're doing this e-bike. So as you see, I ride this. It's cool. And also sometimes I'm doing media interviews. And if you have some question, I will explain everything later. So thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Serhiy. I'm from capital of Ukraine. I finished National Technical University in Kyiv also for biomedical engineering program. But my occupation is creating videos and films. That's why I'm a creator and video editor of our YouTube channel. Created videos also for Facebook public. My relationship with cycling started a few years ago. It seems it is 7 years. It is second reason why I'm here, because I love cycling. Sometimes I help to repair our bikes.
A few words about this e-bike. This is a super bike because this bike you can ride 200 miles on while charging.
250.
Up the hill or down the hill?
Actually, this e-bike has a Guinness record. In Kyiv, it was right on the one charge 380 kilometers, and it's this official record for e-bikes.
Wow.
Very good.
And is this bike invented in Ukraine?
Yes,
it's made in Ukraine.
Okay, awesome.
Hello everyone, I'm very glad to see you all in our meeting. I'm from West Ukraine, I'm from Chernobyl. I was born in this city, and I live now in this city. I study in medical university. When in 2013 in Ukraine started Maidan, I was in Maidan. When Maidan finished, we think we win, but it's been only on the beginning, because in March of 2014 Russian occupied Crimea, and in east of Ukraine started war. And I and my friends go first on Kyiv, then city named Dnipro, and then we was in Donetsk and Lugansk region. I was medic and help people who have some damage. We must take these people from the fire.
From the front.
From the front and take these people to hospital and return for another. It was a very hard job because when we transport these people, we was a very good target. We use car, pickup because it's very fast and mobile car. Ambulance is very big car, and road in this region was very bad because not only bad because Ukraine, bad because every day rocket and another artillery shoot, and the road have many damage, and when ambulance very fast go, they can перевернуться.
Turn over.
Tip over. And we need a car who have good проходимость.
Low center of gravity.
And I must say, manage this car we have because people from another country help us, American and Canadian, British and many from Europe take this car, and this car not have long life because many times this car broken, some bullet потрапляли.
Yeah, it was hit by bullets.
Hit by bullet and another thing. When in 2016 I came to home and start my instruction деятельность.
Studies?
Нет, я с инструктором.
Oh, work as a trainer.
Yeah, I start work as trainer, and I study people how they must make first aid in war. It's not звичайне життя.
It's not like normal life.
Normal
It's not
life.
like
It's tactical medicine. It's another kind of medicine. And when I have free time, I'm travel because it's refresh me. I'm travel in Carpathian mountains. I travel in my bicycle. And last autumn, I met with Konstantin, and its project was very important to me because it's a long way, and in this long way we are meeting with American and Canadian people, and we can tell about our country, about situation, about war, about everything what happened in our life. In last year I worked in dentist for health day, and health day I'm working in TV channel in Chernobyl. I make video because and now in this project I have GoPro camera, and I make some video about our travel and about our adventure, and I sent this video to Ukraine, and we have partnership with Hromadska TV. Do you know this channel?
Of course.
Yeah, and this channel make a TV program about us every Sunday and in 11 a.m. in Kyiv time. You can watch this program, but if you no time, you can watch this program on YouTube because every episode выходить.
it gets published
YouTube. Published in YouTube. And now we have 8 episodes.
Great.
Well, thank you. Everyone, I'm Yaroslav. Now I have a problem with teeth. If I keep my hand here. I'm one of the instruments. I'm one of the bicyclists. I live in Kiev. I was born there. I finished at Kiev Polytechnic Institute, acoustic fields. After that, I worked in financial sector and helped my friend to open own business. And after that, I worked with Amazon. And I met Konstantin and the other part of this team. And we are here. Before the ride, I prepared documents for obtaining a visa. You know, we need a visa. It's a problem for Ukrainian and it's problem for Ukraine to get a visa for USA and Canada. Yeah. But we have a lot of invitation from any organization soon. Okay, and other not-profit organizations that helped us to get it. Now in the project, I recorded my voice every day and send it our friends from Tava and Kiev, and they shared it with news media. That helped them to know more about us, what happened here. Thank you.
Всім привіт, мене звати Оля.
My name is Onya. Welcome to everyone.
Я народилася в Києві.
I was born in Kyiv.
Я
I'm very tired.
Подорожувала по всій Україні, виступаючи майстрами танцями.
You traveled all around Ukraine doing Irlandski dance? Irish dancing.
Потім вийшла заміж за веломеханіка.
Oh, and then I married a bicycle mechanic.
Потім полюбила велосипеди.
Fell in love with biking.
Мій чоловік каже, ти повинна їхати, тому що він знайшов цей проєкт.
And her husband said, you've got to go. He was the one who found the project.
Я їду на цьому байку.
And I ride on this bike. On the e-bike.
Також я роблю фотографії, слідкуйте в інстаграмі, якщо ви є.
So I also do photography and put it out on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, find us, the Chumak Way.
І в нас є українські сувеніри.
We have Ukrainian souvenirs, items from Ukraine for sale.
Так, тому всіх запрошую.
So I invite you all up to take a look and purchase.
Дякую.
Thank you.
You could ask us for question, and we could have a conversation. If you want, you may ask everything about our life on the road, our meetings.
I have a suggestion. I would like us to take a picture with Senator because she
Okay.
will need to go. She has other engagements, and then we'll continue with our questions.
Yeah, sure.
If you don't
Okay.
mind, my apologies, but.
Yeah, I was exhausted. And I wasn't young guy.
100 kilometers.
And then you're like, it's turned upside down by one. I think the most important thing is
There's nowhere to play. Everything's
Yeah, I know. Oh, it looks cool. I couldn't just figure out how you drove the tractor. No, okay. Yeah. I don't want to break anything.
Yeah, controlling the story is really important.
Окей. Продовжуй.
So let's continue our conversation.
Я хочу зараз, as part of their effort here, they're also doing fundraising for the wounded and for orphans that were affected and families. So from the Ukrainian Center, I would like to make this donation on behalf of our community here at the Ukraine. So передаю вам трохи грошей.
Appreciate it, sweet here.
Hand
it to them again.
No, to the show.
We need to have this picture, yeah.
Handshake, there you are.
Oh, okay, there you go. Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're at the questions portion, Q&A. Anyone have any questions for the Chumak Way?
Через те, що ми малі хотіли дізнатися трохи про велосипеди, якщо ви можете трохи розповісти. If you guys don't mind telling us a little bit about the bikes, particularly the WoodRover and the Antonov bike, right? І Антоновський велосипед.
Так.
Малі дуже хотіли подивитися.
WoodRover це повністю робоча модель. Де наш...
It's a fully working model.
Діма, розкажи про велосипед механіку.
It's made from wood, fully working, and this bike actually rides 100 kilometers in Kiev.
Wow.
So if you want, actually, you can even try this bike outside. Not so heavy.
That's okay. Яке дерево це є?
Ash.
Ash tree is from ash.
Can we buy this kind of bike?
In the end of our trip, we want to make auction. Yeah.
Also for the electric bike?
Also for
I'm
auction?
not sure, but maybe.
Maybe.
We will see.
Can we pull the electric bike out?
Yeah, of course.
Готові
You guys
подивитися?
gonna want to go closer? Touch it. Go. Go closer.
Come with you.
Maxim, go.
Alarm on it!
I'll try sneaking up with that one.
Це київська модель, а?
This is almost motorbike because you drive 40 miles an hour.
Вау.
Yeah.
30 миль на кілометр.
Yeah.
30 miles an hour.
You can also try this.
Це 45.
You want to go try it? Look at it?
Come with me.
Oh, mama. Go.
Може прокатати дітей?
Boys, they will take you.
You can get a ride on it. Стісняються.
Ви можете сісти з дітьми.
Давай, they'll take a picture.
Just a picture.
They don't want a picture of me, they want a picture of you guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Maxim, you're the brave one. Elena?
Come on,
That's fine.
What
That's
kind
fine.
of battery
Just do
does it
Maxim.
have?
Maxim is fine. Oh, here you go.
Lithium? Sure. Yeah, lithium ion.
This is exclusive device. It is just one model in the world, and it's especially battery.
А що можна нажати?
Oh,
Now you got him going.
Yeah, the eyes.
The horn.
Like,
The horns what'll do it.
And the lights, but yeah, he's sold.
And you see here,
Як ви витримуєте сидіти на такому сиді?
На такому добре.
Як ви добре? 100 миль?
Ще моє не бачив. Good? Now you play this much.
No, because it's so.
Хочеш їсти?
хочу, хочу такий. Скажи дякую.
Good job. Молодец, Максим.
Anybody can wanna try this bike? Can try it outside.
I'll try it.
We got a couple of cyclists that would love to try this.
Have some.
We would try this one, but it's not our pedal.
Right? You're not gonna take it?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna take it outside.
Right, yeah.
Любить побалакати.
Yeah, bye-bye.
And what about that bike? Is that made in Ukraine? Is that made in Ukraine?
Спілкуватися тоді на медикітельному.
Так, це велосипед зроблений ще в 90-х роках в Україні для гонок, для кільцевих гонок в приміщенні, для трекових гонок. Він надлегкий і він почав завоювати велику кількість всіх нагород, перемагати в змаганнях, і його заборонили. Яка асоціація?
UCI, Міжнародна асоціація велосипедистів. This bike has many awards, and the UCI protected or restricted this bicycle because any concurrents could not
Couldn't keep up with it?
And they said that human must battle on most muscles, but not on the bicycles. So it is this bicycle is does not не використовується зараз. Але ми маємо зараз, розробники мають проєкт прототип нового велосипеда Eney. Можете просто. Розробники цього велосипеду мають дизайн і прототип відновити цей велосипед.
The manufacturers have a new design to basically put it into production like a second model.
І ця нова модель буде офіційно визнана і дозволена?
Так, саме для Міжнародної асоціації велосипедистів.
It's very light.
Хлопці, ви можете підняти його?
We'll try it.
This basically only weighs the back tire.
Titanium or what?
Robert, lift it up.
Це сильний.
Carbon, okay. Fiber carbon.
Fiber carbon. Yeah.
Це є роблять для продукції, чи це тільки
Зараз
зараз?
ні, вони вже не роблять, тому що їх заборонили в інших змаганнях.
Це робиться на Antonov.
Totally nice.
Пальці можна підняти.
Okay, thank you.
you ride this one too in your on your trip? No, this is just a show. Yes, okay.
This is made by Antonov aircraft company, and they're highlighting the fiber,
Carbon fiber, yeah.
So they sell them in Ukraine? No. Or is it just more just to show off? Yeah.
It's just, thank you very much. It's just 20 models in the world of this bike.
Oh.
And this bike is restricted by cycle world association because it's very
For competition.
yeah, it's for competition for track for round track.
Oh, for the in the
Inside, yeah.
Okay.
You guys have other questions?
Якщо є питання, давайте.
You guys have other questions?
Цікаво подивитися по телевізору, які володарі показують.
Так, можемо зараз запустити.
Okay.
Поки триває російська окупація частини України.
А він важчий, так?
Так, так, він важкий.
Важчий за сталевий?
Ну, мабуть, можете спробувати його підняти.